You're in tune with Andy Williams.
Music just for you, just for you.
Try that again. Dido, and of course, Life for Rent. What does this music mean? It means none other than it's the time for Andy Williams's A to Z of Britain. And we are up to the letter Z. It's the last episode of Series 1. So, last week, can everyone remember where we were last time we were here? Yeovil, yes, we were at Yeovil, actually. In fact, strangely enough, after we did the letter Y, Southport Football Club then played Yeovil in the FA Trophy, and they beat them on penalties and are through to the semi-final. They've got the one match away from potentially getting to Wembley. Just reminds me, I thought, Yeovil! Yeah. They're rocked up at Southport.
Oh, they weren't playing the Glovers then?
Yes, that was the well remembered.
Sport as well, I remembered sport.
I actually don't think, now I always put a sport question in, and I've not got a sport question today.
Wow. Let's not spoil it. Let's get into it.
So we've got 5 questions. Checking everyone's got pen and paper.
We do.
Ready. Yeah, fantastic. So if you're taking part in the awards as well, we're going to do 5 questions. Where are we though? Where have we gone from Yeovil? Well, we've kind of stayed down south. We've kind of gone from Devon, moved over to Cornwall.
You don't say.
Well, in Zena is where we are. Yes, Zena. Not a town or a city, I apologise. We couldn't find one beginning with Z, but it is a it's a biggish village.
It's a place in Britain, it counts.
It counts. We're going to make it count anyway. Right, okay, let's get our first question up on the board. Okay, we're already here in the studio. So, question 1. Zena lies within the... sorry, I'll say that again. Zena lies within the Cornwall AONB. Okay, so it lies within the Cornwall's AONB. But what does AONB stand for? Is it A, Area of Natural Beauty? Is it B, Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty? Or is it in fact C, Area of Outstanding Noticeable Beauty?
Give us the letters again, please.
AONB. So A, Area of Natural Beauty, I should say. B, Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty. C, Area of Outstanding Noticeable Beauty. What does AONB stand for? Zena lies within the AONB of Cornwall. Basically what that means is house prices will be more expensive, by the way.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Subtle differences, but they do make a difference.
They do. Okay, question 2. Zena, for the purpose of local government, elects a parish council of 7 members. But how often do they do this, though? So Zena elects a parish council. This is for the purposes of local government, and they elect 7 members. But how often? Is it A, every year, B, every 2 years, or C, every 3 years? So is it A, every year, B, every 2 years, C, every 3 years? How often do they elect their parish council? Only 7 of them. And sometimes they're known as the Magnificent 7. Okay, that's I've just made that up, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's not true. So, question 3. Which famous author from the 1900s lived near the village with his wife? Okay, I'm not going to give you the wife's name because that might give it away. Okay, but which famous author from the 1900s lived near the village of Zena with his wife? back in the early 1900s? Is it A, George Bernard Shaw? Is it B, D.H. Lawrence? Or is it C, H.G. Wells? All famous authors. Brian will have heard of all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. But which one of those lived with his wife only for a couple of years, though? And there was a reason why it was only a couple of years, actually. I'll tell you that later. Okay, question 4. Anyone been to Cornwall, by the way?
Oh, God,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fabulous place.
Have you been to the Tinner's Arms in Zena, by any chance?
No.
Okay, right. So, this is the next question then. The Tinner's Arms has been...
How do you spell Tinners, please?
Yeah. Tinners.
Okay, thank you.
It's all right. How long has it been open and running in the village? Is it A, between 500 and 600 years? Is it B, between 600 and 700 years? Or is it C, over 700 years? Running as a pub known as the Tinner's Arms. Can I also just say, by the way, there is a link to question 3 there. The author we were talking about, before they got their place in Zena to stay at, actually stayed at the Tinner's Arms.
Wow.
Yeah, famous. Okay, final question. Which town in Cornwall is Zena closest to? Which town in Cornwall is Zena closest to? Is it A, St Ives? Is it B, Penzance? Or is it C, Falmouth? Which town in Cornwall is Zena closest to? A, St Ives, B, Penzance, or C, Falmouth? They are our 5 questions. I feel like we finished on a bit of a high there. I feel like it's very all about Zena. Yeah? Bit of celebrity in there as well. With
No
the,
sport.
with the author.
No sport,
sport. Yeah. I was struggling for the sport, to be fair, actually.
Hospital Radio.
Well. The last episode of Series 1. We're up to the letter Z. We're in Zena in Cornwall. How have the team got on here? We're going to find out now. And if you've taken part on the awards, give yourself a point for every correct answer. Okay, starting with question 1. Zena lies within Cornwall's AONB. But what does AONB stand for? Is it A, Area of Natural Beauty, B, Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty, or C, Area of Outstanding Noticeable Beauty? I'm going to start with Edward.
I went with B.
Okay, B. Brian?
A, because the letters don't fit on the second one.
Okay. And Mark?
A, because the letters don't fit on the second one, and C is ridiculous, and I know you've just made that up, so A.
And I'm already putting a tick against it because I know it's right.
Yeah, and the answer is B. Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty. The of is meant to be a little
Silent,
it's a silent
yeah.
of.
Wow.
And the O is the outstanding.
Well, that's
Have
cheating.
you learned something? Have you learned something today?
Yeah, not to trust Andy.
Yeah, any AONB. There's lots of AONBs in the UK, but it stands for Area of Outstanding Natural Beauty. Well done, Edward. A point on the board.
Cheeky.
Yeah, and actually, Mark, yes, you were right. That is clearly made up C.
Noticeable.
To be
beauty.
fair, actually, A was made up as well, but I thought that might kind of hook some people in. And
It was a
has.
50-50 chance.
It certainly was.
Next.
Question 2. Zena elects a parish council of 7 members for the purpose of local government. But how often do they do it? Is it A, every year, B, every 2 years, or C, every 3 years? Brian, we'll start with you, actually.
I went with C, 3 years.
3 years, okay. Edward, what did you
I
think?
went with B.
B, every 2 years. And Mark?
I also went with B, every 2 years.
Okay, it's actually
Hey.
C, every 3 years.
Hey.
Yes, so Brian's off the mark.
Yes, he is. And Mark's
Not off the mark.
not off the mark.
Yes. Right, question 3. Which famous author from the 1900s lived only for a couple of years near the village of Zena with his wife? And our options were A. George Bernard Shaw, B. D.H. Lawrence, or C. H.G. Wells. Mark, what did you think?
Completely unsure. I had a wild guess on this one. I went with A. George Bernard Shaw.
Bernard Shaw. Okay. Brian, what did you think?
T.E. Lawrence, B.
You went B. Oh, B. When you say T.H., you mean
Well, hang on. Oh, D.H. Lawrence,
Yeah,
sorry.
D.H. Lawrence.
Oh, I was thinking of Lawrence of Arabia.
Right.
Too late.
Anyway, I've put it B. Go on.
Okay. Right. Edward?
I went with C.
H.G. Wells.
Someone might be
Someone's
right.
then, aren't they then? Yes. Wrote a few books, but probably his famous one, because it's being turned into a film and TV and stuff like that, is Lady Chatterley's Lover.
Way.
And that is D.H. Lawrence.
And I got it right by mistake.
And you got it right by mistake. His wife Frida, by the way, the reason why they were basically forced to leave Zena, or just outside Zena, after a couple of years, because all the townsfolk, the village folk, believed they were spying for the Germans, because Frida was German and was connected somehow to the Red Baron. So I genuinely don't know whether that was true or not, but that's what happened, and apparently D.H. Lawrence never got over that.
He was
What a wonderful
exiled.
community.
Yeah, exiled from the community, basically. Yeah, so
It's not just a quiz, it's a history lesson as well.
It is as well. Yes. Question 4. So D.H. Lawrence and his wife did actually stay at the Tinner's Arms. Yeah, before they got a place.
I don't see how his wife would have been a clue unless it was like Mrs. Lawrence.
Yeah, well, I know, but I thought Frida might have given it away. That's all. Okay.
Anyway, yeah,
There
go
we
on.
Didn't know.
know.
The Tinner's Arms has been running in the village as a pub for how long? Is it A, between 500 and 600 years? B, between 600 and 700 years? Or is it C, over 700 years? So we'll go back to Edward. Edward, what do you think?
I went with A because I've not done an A before.
Okay, right. Trying to outcite me, so to speak, and go.
Maybe.
Okay, Mark, what do you think?
I thought I'd give him the benefit of the doubt, and I'd go with C, over 700 years.
Okay, and finally, Mr. Ryan Conlon.
Well, presumably it's named after the tin miners, and I'm not sure how long the mining's been going on, so I went with the shortest one, A.
500 to 600 years, right. Okay, well, it has, in fact, and it's still going today, by the way, the Tinner's Arms. It's been there since 1271.
Wow.
Over 700
goodness.
years. Can you believe it?
I can,
You
that's what I
imagine going
put.
to the pub and going, the history this pub must have, the stories
The
it
things
must
it's
have.
been through.
Yeah. it's
See that
unbelievable.
brick in that corner there, in that wall? That's been here for 1,000 years.
Yeah. My great. Imagine how many greats of someone who's done
Seen
some work
everything.
in there. Honestly, unbelievable. Okay, final question. Question 5. Which town in Cornwall is Zena closest to? Is it A, St Ives, B, Penzance, C, Falmouth? We'll start with Mark, actually, I think.
Had no idea because I'm not quite sure where Zena is, so I had a guess and I went with the one that I think is the most recognisable. I went with St Ives, A.
Okay. Edward, what did you think?
I went with C.
You went with Falmouth, yes. Okay. And finally, Brian?
I went with C as well.
Falmouth, okay. It's going to be interesting, this, because I'm not quite sure who's going to win this, actually. The answer is A, St Ives is where it's closest to.
Been to St Ives, it's fabulous.
Yes, did you meet a man with
7 wives.
No, possibly not. So, right, okay, listen, I'm going to give the boys a chance to add up their scores. We'll start with Edward out of 5, the last episode of Series 1 of A to Z of Britain out of 5.
Started off
You
strong
did.
and it ended very swiftly.
Yeah.
1.
1, yeah. It all looked good at the start, didn't it?
I know.
Yeah, you're on a
I
flyer,
know.
and then it all went downhill. 1 out of 5. Brian.
2.
Okay, and Mark.
Opposite to Edward, it started pants and it ended brilliantly. I got 2 out of 5.
So it's a joint win this week, but we're probably one of the lowest scores we've had on A to Z of Britain to win it. 2 out of 5 for Brian, 2 out of 5 for Mark. That's it. That's a wrap. A to Z of Britain, Series 1, over and out.
Your friend by your bedside.
Music just for you.
Radio Heartbeat.